What is it? That is a totally Matt Mercer thing you just did. It's like right before we go live.
I'm sorry. I slipped out. It just slipped out.
Hello.
It's perfect. It's perfect. That's how everything should start.
Not Matt. Oh my god. Hello and welcome back to Far and Few Between. We're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, this is Jaiden playing Laphus. Welcome all the women in the world of America.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North Eladrin Roguelog. Hello from the 51st state.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh no, I'm Mira and I'm Voka and I forgot whose turn it was. Sorry. I'm a little distracted.
We will have Bill later. He has a meeting and he'll be joining us around 5 o'clock Eastern time, which is 30 minutes. And we'll just see what happens. We have his stats open or anything happens. Who knows what's going to happen right now.
I think we're very silly today.
We were kind of silly last week too, but let's
fine.
just see what happens. It's fine. Let's go. Anything we need to talk about?
We got a lot of things to talk
yeah,
about, but let's not.
Yeah, let's not. How about we just escape?
Okay.
There's a lot of things there to talk about. Let's talk about this. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Well, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 108, Gloomwave. So last time, you had just defeated an elemental knight at the Exalted Collection auction house, but the strange mist that held Damali in its clutches still remained. Marquis Olessa Lapidus, at wit's end, begged you to go down into the sewers to see if you could determine where this mist had come from. Eventually, after some discussion, Lapis, you headed down and avoided some gelatinous cubes that had been trained to clean the sewers. Eventually, you discovered an opened heating pipe and crawled down into the chamber below. As you explored, you were set upon by a guardian elemental that spewed hot steam and acid. You defeated it, only to be interrupted by two figures. So, around the corner to the west, and I'm going to go to the battle map real quick so that everybody else can see this. Bam! Comes around two figures. One is this large fish creature with like kind of a barrel chest and wearing a vest and a white shirt. Fish like fringes. And the bottom half of it is kind of swirling mass of water, and he's just floating kind of like around the corner. And behind him is a blue-skinned woman, her hair, dark hair, kind of like shaved on the sides, back in a sweep. And she's wearing kind of similar clothes. Her skin kind of like ripples, reflective like water. And you see she's wearing a vest, and the bottom part of her outfit kind of like fades away, and you can see kind of water dripping off of her. Another unusual thing about her is that she has these golden bracelets on her wrists and a golden collar tight around her neck. And make a perception roll, actually. Off to a great start.
Fantastic.
12.
12.
Perception plus 3. 22.
22.
Also a 22.
22. Laphus and Miranda Luttrell. Change your name.
Oh god. Okay. You know who I am.
Voka and Laphus. You see kind of like, it's not on the ground. It seems to be kind of floating in the air, but you see this kind of ghostly linked chains floating off behind her, attached to the collar. And the large fishman comes around the corner and says, "What did you do? Who are you? Have you come to finish the job?"
Yes.
Maybe.
No.
What's the job?
Suddenly a trident appears in his hand. And he kind of twirls it.
What do you mean by the job?
You're not one of them.
What do you
Who
mean
is
by
them?
them?
It's really ambiguous.
The people who kept my partner captive.
Whomst?
People in these strange black robes. They call themselves guardians.
Why are you trauma dumping?
Okay. Do I know of guardians at all? I'm trying
Now,
to
make a history check. Make a history check.
just to see. Just to see. That's a natural 20 for 23.
With a natural 20.
North, you were part of them.
Oh shit, no!
The trident. In a and just by the way, the Voka and Orgoth. We'll have Bill here later, but Voka, the gelatinous cube hasn't moved and is not threatening you, but you and Orgoth are on the other side because you kind of went through. He pulled you through the gelatinous cube.
Can they squeeze like that?
It's real tight. The only reason that cube is right there on the side is that's where the grid kind of placed it, but it kind of fills up the entire 10-foot.
Damn.
So basically, you hear the sound, but with a little bit of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see McCaustin's hit his thing. There's like a little bit of jello behind it.
Does it seem like we're in trouble like at this moment?
No, it does not. No. He's being wary. He's also he obviously saw you destroy the elemental, but he's being wary about it. And the woman behind him is being quiet.
What are the guardians, Ron?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Natural 20. Sorry, I got distracted. The guardians, you've come across this once in like some sort of like Cobalt Soul paperwork or something. You had it was basically one mention, Guardians of Below. And it had like a signature. It was like a payment receipt of several thousand gold. This is like where you had like a bunch. You're like trying to get a bunch of like information from the Cobalt Soul when you're doing your sneaky. And it was a receipt by a noble family paying to the Guardians of Below. That's all you know. You've heard the name before. You've seen it show up on paperwork before.
So what did they do?
They enslaved Lunara. And Lunara steps forward, the chains kind of floating behind her. We are myriads from the elemental plane of water. I was once enslaved beneath Nicodranus, forced to power their homes, forced to give energy to their families, to their nobles.
Wait, hold the fuck up. That's the power source that kept the lights on?
It is. And you see Lunara nod. We control the water. We force. We can make it do what we command. But we were captives.
The lights are off upstairs. There's no heating. There's no nothing. What's
Good.
going on?
We follow me. We'll go somewhere more comfortable.
Looking over at the cube.
I was gonna say while they were talking, Laphus is going to go like around the corner and seize the cube with both Orgoth and Voka behind.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna go, "Oh, I didn't see this." Okay, and she's going to actually take out her rope of entanglement
Yes.
and see if she can like tie one end like somewhere and then kind of toss the rope and see if like Voka and Orgoth could grab it and kind of pull themselves
Okay.
through.
I'm not going through again. That hurts.
You could probably go on the side, but there's a chance you'll brush up against it. Make an acrobatics check at this gives you this actually lowers the DC now. You're still at disadvantage, but it lowers the DC.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can my rope help like at all?
Yeah, the DC is 12. I mean, it's like it was like a DC 20 at disadvantage. So
Okay. Acrobatics. So that would be that. Oh no. It's gonna be a 7. My first was a dirty 20.
the rope pull, you can have the rope pull and make a saving throw now. Dexterity saving throw. This is how the rope of entanglement moving can help.
12.
You kind of brush up against taking 4 points of acid damage as you kind of pulled back, but you kind of like yanked out of there before you fall into it completely.
Ow.
Would somebody like to roll for Orgoth?
I can roll for Orgoth.
You know how I roll. I'm not rolling for Bill.
Don't let me touch that. I'll hurt him.
All right. What do I roll?
Give me a second. Let me get to. It's a acrobatics.
Okay.
He should be pretty good at this. Let me look at his stats. Boy, D&D Beyond is slow. Okay. Okay, he has a +7 to this roll.
Okay. That's a 17.
Okay, easily gets past without falling in. So let me actually clear off.
My rope of entanglement is somewhat helpful.
Do you follow? He says, "My name." Let me find it. My name is Kedive Shundi.
How do you spell that? For my notes.
Kedive is a title, much like Prince, and Khedive, and his proper name is Shundi, Xundi.
Shundi. Cool.
And Shundi says, "Follow me." And he leads you not too far away. I opened up the map so you can kind of see a lot more.
Okay, he's leading us just to another place that's kind of stanky, but less stanky.
Less stanky, yeah.
Is he leading us to a secondary location?
It is a secondary location, yes. Through here, and then down here, and then up to this room. You see more gelatinous cubes down certain hallways.
Come over, everyone. We're getting kidnapped.
I don't know. John Mulaney told me to never go into any secondary locations, but I'll go anyway.
The woman, Lunara, says, "Who is this Sir John Mulaney?"
Oh no!
I don't know if you want to move
Don't you know he's famed half-elf comedian John Mulaney?
I got Orgoth.
He loves his wife, but I heard he cheated on her or something.
Ooh. Yeah, it's really fucked up. It was all the rage in the talking on Corella. We can talk about it later.
Wasn't his whole thing also like in his show, like, I love my wife or something like that?
Anyway, the
never trust too in love with his wife.
You never bring a horse into a sewers. Is that something he said too? So.
Oh
yeah.
The as you get closer, follow them. They go around the corner. As you go around the corner, like about one chamber away from this main chamber, you see along the walls.
It's killing me.
All of these
it's killing me.
Pipes and mechanical objects like gears and turning like metal pieces and you see water kind of flipping through them, but they seem like some pieces are like they look red hot, and they're like banging up against something and making horrific noises as if it's broken or something's not quite working right. And as you get closer into the chamber, this entire chamber is filled with these pipes and mechanical levers and gears. In the middle of the room, there's like a pool of water just kind of like slowly rotating counterclockwise. And you kind of see these gears up out of the water. And I'd like everybody to make an intelligence check. Laphus, you can make an Arcana check.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Are you just straight intelligence?
And straight intelligence, yeah.
7.
7.
Natural 19 for a 22.
Nice. Laphus, what'd you get?
29.
29. North, it looks like pieces are missing from the contraption that's in the middle of the room. Laphus, this appears to be some sort of contraption that is suctioning or opening a portal or somehow sucking in water from the elemental plane of water and transforming it and heating it. This may be like there's some sort of like contraption that pulls in water from out there in the multiverse.
So they're switching out the gross poo-poo water with better water.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh man.
And also it looks like there's like the contraption looks like it with a 29 there are 2 pieces missing. You in your eye is actually brought to a which one was it? A
spot where a golden gear would fit.
well, actually, a bronze gear is in the middle of that seems to be like glowing hot right in the middle of it, like your eye. It's magical. You sense that magic coming from it, and you think the bronze is providing a lot. It heats is what the gear that heats the water as it's pulled in, and you see different pipes coming from the ceiling, the wall. Jandi says, "This is where they forced my partner to direct the steam and the water as it found its way up into Damali."
They made you work with gross shit water. I am so sorry.
This is absolutely disgusting.
This is my partner, Lunara Gloomwave. She's like kind of nods.
Voka raises his hand.
Yes.
If you were why are you still here? Why, like, usually people when they're freed of something run away?
There were guardians down here who fought. They tried to fight me when I first appeared. After I was freed by an adventuring company in Nicodranus, I came here to rescue my partner. I showed up. There was several people here, and I took care of them. They noticed that they were outmatched. Some of them grabbed pieces from the contraption and fled above to the city above.
And what did that do that they took them? Isn't disabling the machine?
The
stopping
machine
one of
is
the
still... The machine, when all 3 gears were removed, was stuck open. The magical entrapments which keep Lunara bound to the machine are still in place. I need all 3 gears in order to free her. I've sent up
So in light
one...
of this, I really want to tear the marquee a new one. But where? are those?
He says, give me a second. They took all three. I created a elemental myrmidon to go retrieve the others.
Well, there's the bronze one right there.
That was the first he
Okay.
recovered.
Okay.
The last I had talked to him, he had an idea of where the gold one was. And I do not know where the silver one is. However, I kept one of the guardians alive. He is a captive of mine. But I fear that they are not the kind who are willing to exchange something so important to them for a life of a mere cultist. I have him in the other room.
Oh yeah, no, just bring him to me. We could kill him off. I'll force him to talk.
Kill him off?
Yeah.
Look, if I'm not in the room, I'm not complicit with anything.
Okay. Natural 20. Necromancy, I see. I have no qualms about getting revenge upon my captors or the captors of my beloved.
I mean, not a lot of people can oppose necromancy if it gets them, something that they need.
You see that the chain attached to Lenara's collar is going, and it seems to be twisted, magically twisted into all of the pipes and levers and gears in the middle of the room. Lunara, you will be safe with these people. Even though they destroyed my geyser elemental, I can create another one. It shows how powerful they are, and they seem willing to help, I hope. And he floats off to the west. To the east, I'm sorry.
I follow.
Okay.
I'm assuming that both Voka and North probably stay behind, question mark? I know North will.
Yeah, if I'm not a witness, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, boo. Let me get that over there. And I've got the map all the way down here. There we go. Okay. Can everybody see that? Yeah.
Yes.
He takes you just into the next chamber over, and there is a man suspended in a water bubble that's like about 5 feet in diameter, and he's just like floating in it. And every once in a while he kind of comes up, and it feels like goes back into the water, and then he like has to swim back up and catch his breath again. He seems to be wearing like these black robes, but they're just waterlogged and kind of floating all around him. He's got red hair, almost like a big scar on the side of his face.
Oh God, simulacrum. No.
This is the guardian that I captured. He will tell me nothing. He says he swore a vow.
Ooh, vows are always fun to break.
Do you need to be alone to work your magics, or can I watch?
No, you could watch if you want. I don't care.
The captive swims up out of the bubble, sticks his head out. Like you see, kind of like there's like a box on the bottom where he can kind of just barely put his toes on to kind of get purchase, but it's too like slippery and the water is swirling around. It's just enough for him to be able to push to get his head out to get water, but he's exhausted and just barely.
How close does he look almost like close to death regardless?
He looks close to death regardless, yeah.
All right. I'm not even going to because if he wasn't, I was gonna just shoot him with lightning, and him being in water, it would be devastating for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in this instant, she's just going to reach her hand in and just do vampiric touch on him.
Okay.
to just drain away the rest of whatever life he has left.
Okay. Yeah, he probably has. It's more
And this
like he
is-
has many levels of exhaustion, but he also probably has only like 8 hit points left. Can you do more than 8 hit points? And
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
especially at 4th level.
yeah, I'm just gonna automatic. It's an auto kind of,
Hmm.
and it's like you see his skin contract as you, and you're healed by that, aren't you? So
Yeah, I am.
yeah,
I heal my 1 hit point.
Wahoo!
and he stops moving, just kind of floating.
He just
Yeah, just kind of
Up
up to
in
the
the
top of the
water.
bubble.
yeah, you
Shundi
could just, like-
snaps his fingers, and sploosh, the water kind of like goes down, and he forces it into like against the wall, so the water's just kind of like up there. You see the water kind of magically being held away.
And as that happens, she's just gonna go over the body, put her hand on top of the head, and cast Raise Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just going to, she's not gonna let him move. She's
Okay.
instead just gonna lift his head by like the back of his
Mhm.
hair.
Yeah.
And it's just going to go, so where is this silver lever gear thing that this guy wants?
Um. Give me 2 seconds. I have to find it. Da, 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 da. I just did a random name, and it's Hard Dragon. I'm like, no.
You need to be handing it to us.
um.
I don't know why, but I'm like, his name is Chip Skylark, but I'm like, no, that's fairly odd parents.
What was the exact words of the question?
It was, where is the silver gear that this guy, and she's like pointing at the fish dude. And I was like, what is the gear that he's looking for? The silver gear.
When the Merid attacked Mistress, he bows low. He says, one of our own, one of the guardians, Eldeth Apatow, took it and returned it to our mistress.
And who is that? Who is this so-called mistress?
I'd like you to make an Arcana check as you see some resistance, like something that's been trained into him.
29.
29. You're able to like kind of just like use the necrotic magic to kind of like crush his spirit, and he's like, ugh. Our mistress is named Secret Streams. That's all I know. I don't know if it's a code word. I know that Eldith took the silver gear to her. To hold it. We were to take the 3 gears and spread them through the city, so they could not be found easily, and then brought back when needed, once the Merit had been destroyed.
So you guys can be all playing heroes. Got it. And she's going to look over at the guy and just goes, is there anything else that you want to get answers for?
Where is the gold gear?
Oh, we already know where it's at. Don't worry about that.
Oh, he kind of like he was going to be all serious and like get in the guy's face, and then he kind of looks over. He's like, "How did you already know where it is?"
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Excellent. I'm gonna have him do an insight check. Yep. He's like, he believes you, and he do with him what you will.
Bye-bye. And she's just going to let his head go, and it just slams into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just going to let him rot there
Okay.
as she gets up. cleans herself off a little
Mhm.
bit and
He lets the
walks
water
out the
kind of
door.
like fall back, and it kind of like swirls around him and starts kind of draining out a drain in the bottom.
And
And
she
you,
gets out of the room and heads back over and tells North, Voka, and Orgoth what she learned.
Hmm.
Do you know somebody by the name of Eldith? What was the last name again?
Apatow.
Or
Eldith
secret streams
Apatow?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Make a
What?
history check, but this is kind of like, you
Yeah,
know,
no,
it's a big city. Yeah.
It's a big
Mhm.
city, but that's still
North is a little kitty in a big
His-
city.
history is 18.
18. Never heard of him.
Okay.
I'm
Though I
gonna see
would
if I'm just gonna
would
roll
I
to
n-
see if I heard.
know where to ask for that.
I mean, you've been in Port Damali a long time, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Finding people is pretty easy if it's somebody who is known in the city. You
Mhm.
know.
Ooh.
I just got a dirty 20 for history on any of those names.
Just because location-wise, you've never been to Port Damali before, Laphus, right?
I mean, I've traveled.
Traveled.
I've probably been there like for a couple of days, but just left.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, even dirty 20, still not enough to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Mm. At least we know who to ask. If not my colleagues, I could ask my associates. No, that's two different things.
Lunara looks at each of you and says, "The things they made me do, they have kept me here for generations. I've been trapped here for hundreds of years."
Would you be willing to tell your story to someone that is not associated with them?
Of course, yes.
Good.
I have the ability to, with the magic that is bound up in this device, Shundi says, I can open a portal to the elemental plane of water for us to escape through. But while she is bound, she cannot leave.
So, do we have a shortcut or something to get out of here?
I turned into water and for you, I'm afraid I do not.
I mean, we could just go back the way we came.
There was a slip and slide.
There was a slip and slide, and also Orgoth needs to be small again.
I can make him small again. I just am gonna make him into a creature that cannot bite me.
Speaking of Orgoth, give me 2 seconds.
Yay!
Actually, we're gonna go to a be right back screen so we can set this up.
Configure.
Yeah, configure. Quick break. Be right back.
Yay.
Hey, we're right back. Oh no, Voka went dark right when.
As soon as it happened.
Let me turn off the puppet.
Boom!
There we go. There's Bill. Yay!
Hey, everybody.
Hi guys.
Bill's around the table.
Do we have a puppet for Voka?
Give me a second.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out.
It's okay. We'll put that puppet up. Okay.
Yeah.
Pop it up.
I think the only other thing that happened, I explained to Orgoth what just happened. The only other thing is that you and Voka were trapped behind the gelatinous cube, and Laphus used her. There was a little bit of a squeeze area to get by, and Laphus used her rope of entanglement to aid you in getting past it. And Voka kind of brushed against it and took some damage, but you were fine. That was the only roll that you made. So
Brilliant.
yay!
Mm-hmm.
So we're back. And what was the last question you asked? Is like, North was like, is there a secret way? Is there an exit? And Shundi says, I came here in the form of water, so I think you're on your own. You need to come the way that you go back the way you came.
Ah, poo.
Literally.
Exactly.
There's literally that everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone want to climb up? However, in that one.
I don't know. I can try to climb and then tie a rope to something so we can just up the slip and slide. It went so well for me last time.
I mean,
That's
it's
the-
just one shot.
That's the same way we got here. We're talking about going back up.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to
so-
go back small again.
Oh god.
I'll make
maybe-
you something that you can't bite me, baby.
Yeah. Maybe something
How about
docile that.
how about a
like,
fluffy
doesn't-
kitty cat?
Cats
That
are not really docile.
That feels like a recipe for disaster.
Oh, I just
What
really
about
wanted
like
to
what about like a sleepy bunny or something, or or a little puppy dog?
I'm going with dog because you obviously have not been bitten by a rabbit before.
No.
You've obviously also never been bitten by a dog.
Can I vote for a dachshund?
Let me go a random small dog generator.
I want to vote Chihuahua.
Small.
Oh, these
dog
are not docile.
generator.
No, but it's 90% Trumble, which
Right.
I really want.
A Yorkie, maybe?
All right, dogs.
Well, like birds are really
generate.
smart. Maybe something smarter would be good. Like a smart bird.
Lunara says, what are these things that you... Cats? Dogs?
Oh, animals. Are you familiar with animals?
You
So,
must be familiar with fish.
I've heard of fish. Yes, catfish?
Kind of, although they're hairy. They're like you're used to the fish. We also
Oh.
have mammals and birds
Oh.
and reptiles.
Lapis just opens
Different
up her,
classifications.
Lapis opens up her bag and brings out Coda and just like picks him up.
Okay, I have an idea for a dog.
She kind of like holds her finger out and underneath Cody's
Wait,
just
where's
like
the chat?
arms out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like fish, but furry land fish. So like chickens are like tuna of the land, like that kind of thing.
Ow.
If that makes sense.
God.
Yeah,
Here's
good
my
thing you
first.
got me in the game, right?
Yeah,
Just
dying.
break you up real quick.
Okay.
Is that a
Oh,
King
that
Charles?
dog's adorable.
Yeah,
It
this
is.
is the king. This is my proposed dog because they're small and
That's cute.
quite frankly, they're so adorable.
King Charles, baby.
I could
He
turn
looks
you.
like yes.
He looks so scrutinizing in that second picture. It's like questioning life choices.
I could sweep you along in a wave out to the sea, but I fear that you would drown upon the journey, being oxygen breathers as you are.
I think I still have potions of water breathing. Hold
Oh,
on.
me too.
No, I have one.
We've never spent long amounts of water, amounts of time under the water, ever.
I have two. I have two of them.
I have one. We have enough for everyone.
It might
Well,
be
but then
painful.
we'd be out in the ocean, though, right? That seems
You would
like
be. It would
far
take you
away.
out directly to the ocean.
Okay, that kind of sucks.
But we'd be clean and no poop.
That's true.
And just
Isn't
covered
there
in
kind
salt.
of a shower thing at the barracks where we entered?
There was, yes. Well, there was a outside shower, like for cleaning off after going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, a chemical shower. It's like one of those, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a thing? Have you thought about a little animal?
I was thinking dog, but like a small one.
Okay.
I found a pretty. I thought of a pretty docile breed. My neighbor used to have one,
Okay.
and she seemed pretty nice. So you seem less prone to bite me and more prone to trust me.
Okay. I don't know if I really like this, but I get unless we go like in the big wave to the ocean, I guess this is the only way I can get out of here.
Do you want to know? Do you want to go now and just like be carried all the way up, or do you want to like walk all the way there?
Well, maybe if you carry me now, like whoever's gonna carry me up, then I would have time in the dog me. I don't really even know if that's what it is, but would have the opportunity to bond and become friendly.
All right.
So there's less like biting and jumping and
I
clothes.
mean, you don't forget who your allies are, right? When you turn into
No, it's the animal
puppy?
instincts. The animal instincts take over, and I think big spider. I mean, sorry, small spider, big people was a bad move to first go around. So
but a puppy would be fine.
I think a puppy would be. He like claps his hands together and rubs them together. All right. And he like goes arms wide, slaps him on the shoulders. Dog time.
Do you willingly fail this saving throw?
Yes.
And he's gonna be turned.
Mostly.
He's going to be turned into a Cavalier King's Charles. Which I'm just gonna put this photo into the Favoured Few chat. No context.
No context.
No
You don't
context.
see it.
No context.
If you want to see all the no context spoilers, go to our Discord. Join our Discord and go to the Favoured Few channel.
Exactly. And he shrinks, and he shrinks, and he shrinks, and he's a dog.
Orgoth, like you're a dog, but you feel like you know how dogs have that connection. You immediately have that kind of like connection with Voka and with Laphus and with North.
I think Orgoth is like and looks around and then looks at North and kind of like backs up a little bit.
Oh no!
Like, and then goes over and does that whole like when dogs like come over and like rub against your like sit at your feet and everything right in front of Laphus. It's like
I guess
Of
you've
course.
been the one deemed to carry him. I support this. I'm not getting bitten again. I'm just gonna back up over here.
She's going
Coda
to put. Yeah, she's gonna take Coda and put him back in the bag. Close up the bag. No, Orgoth wouldn't survive in there. She picks up Orgoth, and she tries to find a way to tie Orgoth with the rope of entanglement against her, kind of like a doggy
Baby
backpack.
Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a doggy backpack.
Oh.
Fantastic.
The Jundi says, when we were interrogating the Guardian, we Laphus. Oh, did you ever tell your names to? He wasn't really that.
No.
No.
Your necromancer told me that you had a lead on the golden gear.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah. And she actually, before she puts Coda, she closes up the bag with Coda. She just reaches in there, grabs the gear, and then just tosses it over to him.
He takes it, and he's like, how did you get this? How did you know? Are you some sort of fortune teller? Can see the future?
No, I got it at an auction.
He goes over to the contraption in the middle of the room and places the golden gear in, and you hear it kind of ching, 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 and you see the chain, a ghostly chain that's floating around Lunara, kind of get brighter. And she kind of seems to energize even more. And she looks up and she's like, so close. I could feel the bonds tightening, but I could speak more. I'm here. Oh, I feel like when the gears were pulled away, my essence was being drained away into nothing, but I am here now. Thank you for helping to save me and my partner.
Don't even worry about it.
I
Because
won't.
apparently, and she like looks over at North Voka and then kind of gives a side eye to Dog Orgoth. They're very easily persuaded to help people.
What do you
Very
mean?
easily.
Yeah, here to help. There's a gung ho arm thing.
Well,
I asked Voka, and Voka was like, I want to kind of have more fun in this city before we, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Shundi says, I cannot offer much, but please, if this will aid you in regaining the silver gear. And he a kind of a blue glow encompasses all of you, and you have bless for the next 4 hours.
Ooh.
Gonna pull the dice out just to not forget about it. Well then, let's go.
So you make your way back along the way past the slow-moving gelatinous cubes to the chamber that you first entered in, and the opening is, did I say 20 feet? I think it was 20 feet, right?
Just like I think 20
Yeah.
feet.
Face step.
Yeah, but face step, and you're kind of like in the opening.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to climb, and then I'm gonna let down a rope when I'm up.
Okay. Make a athletics roll.
Oh, athletics. It can't be acrobatics.
It's too tight.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
That's a nat one. I poop back down.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Ow!
It was a valiant try.
Ass bitch. Car. Gonna try again.
Okay. Face step again.
Yep.
How many of those
that's
face
two.
steps you have in a day?
I got 3 more.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Okay. Face step, and you get all the way up to the opening, squeeze through, and then lower rope down.
Yep.
Okay. The rope comes down.
And I'm gonna, like, there's a bunch of little pipes as well. I'm just gonna tie it to pipes
Yeah.
somewhere to
Yeah. Who's going next?
I guess I will attempt to climb.
Okay. Make a athletics roll.
Does the rope help in any way?
It makes the DC. It aids the DC. It's more, this first 20 feet is actually a normal roll, and then the DC is lower for because you've got something to brace upon. You know, it's like gym class where you have that.
Actually, I could Misty Step. Now that I think about it, I could just
Yeah.
Misty Step.
That's easy. Boop.
Does the dog go with?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I have
That's
a
pretty
sudden
good.
urge
Fourth.
to drop this dog.
For the podcast listeners at home, Bill put a dog filter on his face.
It's pretty good.
That's what's happening.
But yeah, I Misty Step up to the top.
Okay. You can just crawl through. Voka?
All right, I guess we climb. Well, I think I also have a Misty Step. Let me check.
Okay.
I do. We could have did this in the first place. I get.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Do I have a spell slot for Misty Step? I do. I'll do that.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled a dice. I just felt like it. Sorry, that was like instinct.
Get
Like,
my
phew,
rope back.
all the way up. Yep. And you're back in the sewers, and you trace your way past, like dodging a couple more slow-moving gelatinous cubes, and you get to the ladder going up to.
I was gonna
outside.
say before we leave, Laphus is just gonna put Orgoth down in like the poopy water.
Just
Like,
dip.
why
Just
are
a
you?
dip.
Why are you dipping him?
I'm not dipping in him, I'm just dropping him so that way he can come back as a normal person.
Does he do the thing that dogs do before they even touch the water, just waiting in the air?
Well, I suppose
Yeah.
saying Voka just raises his arm and snaps, and the dog regrows
So
as.
as you're about to change back, Orgoth, like you know how like dogs like they smell other dogs, other poop and everything. It's like so many smells. It's almost overwhelming, and he was probably like in mid about to like make his mark, and
Welcome back to two-feetedness.
Yeah, boy, that's a lot of smells. Wow. Okay.
Was being a dog more pleasant than being a spider?
I don't think the smell would be.
No. Yes. No. I don't know. I could never be a druid. That much I know. That's what I have learned. I don't really enjoy becoming animals. But I know we had to do it. And okay. It stinks real
It
bad
worked.
when you're a dog.
It works when you're in a pinch.
Yeah. Oh no, it worked, but it's not like my go-to.
Oh yes, it's not your favorite thing. I understand.
No.
Cannot say I'm not curious, but yes.
so you head back upstairs to the.
Yeah.
It's never too late to polymorph yourself into an animal now and smell all that poopy water.
No, it's not possible for not myself. No.
You get back up. The mist has dissipated quite a lot. It's still around, but it's still, it's still kind of covering everything. You get up there. There's like that little shower bucket that's above the next to the entrance.
Yeah! I'm gonna give them back their waders as well.
Okay. The shower appears to be some sort of like dry powder that comes down, and you see you rub it in to remove most of the smell, and there's like a shower, like an actual like bucket of water next to it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so
all clean.
All clean.
And Laphus had the magic not getting dirty thing. So what would you like to do from here?
Okay, I know at least one place to ask that is a legit place, but I can also ask friends. Well, friends.
I know a guy. Yay.
Yeah.
No one knows a guy, but we could do both.
Yeah. I mean, I'd really love to go through the proper channels first, so I would know where the Cobalt Soul Archive would be.
Yes.
That's where I want to go.
Yes, okay. Let me find it. Talk amongst yourselves while I pull up the Port Damali information. Okay.
Wait, so you got a lead? You got a lead on the next cog?
I mean, not exactly lead, but like I know where to ask to get one. I got connections.
Free.
So that's a thing you have when you're in the
Is it
not
your
a guild exactly, but more like in the profession.
I was gonna ask
Maybe
if that was part of your Kobold Soul thing, or I assume it's something.
Well, there's
different.
that. There's that.
I wonder if the Golden Gallivant has any information that could help.
He has my bird, though.
He does. Maybe we should check in with him and get your bird back on the way.
If we have to go back to the sewer, I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he as a masked defender of righteousness or whatever he was saying, but he knows where we are. I'm sure he can find us.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
I'm sure we're within earshot or something.
Okay.
It's Pollux, by the way. You guys know that, right?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
aware.
Yes, right.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
I'm never using that other name for him.
There is surprisingly little information on the Port Damali chapter of the Cobalt Soul. So,
All we know is there's one.
yeah, there is one. Yes. So, you know where it is, though. You've been
Yes.
secretly in it and out of it several times. But you can go in with authority now, and it's a small building. It's actually it's a temple to Ayun as well. So there is a library attached to it as well. You
Yes,
head in.
I'll show up with this with Jamil's stolen my hair.
There's a young woman, blonde, kind of perky nose. She's wearing like obviously like fresh off the boat, behind the counter. It's like, oh, hello. Nice to meet one of the order. My name is Della.
Hello, Dalla. My name is North.
Nice.
I'm here to see your boss.
Yes. He is currently on the roof. If you wish to join him there, I can escort you.
100%.
Okay. Can you vouch for your compatriots, or your compatriots with you? Actually,
Are they following me? Are they with me?
I mean, honestly, I mean, we could wait outside.
It's
Do you want
your.
us to wait outside? Is this a
Yeah.
like members only thing, or
as long as a fellow member of the expositor or member of the order is vouching for their compatriots, as long as they're not causing any trouble.
We would
I
never
mean, I
cause
dated
trouble.
somebody in the Cobalt Soul for a while, so
Oh yeah, Orgoth, you shouldn't come in there.
no. Is that wait?
What if
are
you
they
what if you try whatever? What if it's your type?
Oh.
Anyways,
Maybe?
I'm not
I
even
don't
gonna
know.
answer her question. I'm gonna wait to walk straight through.
Okay, the rest of you waiting down below. Okay. She takes you up these stairs. There are it's basically around, and you go up to an area. It's like a flat rooftop, and there's a dome for like that kind of would be like you can actually, where you are in the lobby, it goes up about 3 stories, but you go out 2 flights, and you go out into the roof, and the dome is the 3rd flight of the.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like overlooking the lobby.
Nice.
And you see a middle-aged man, human, long curled, dyed orange hair, brown eyes, dark skin, 6'1", round face, and he's got a telescope, and he's currently kind of looking around the city. He actually has several devices. There's an astrolabe. You see like some books underneath an awning that have to do with the stars.
So you probably saw me coming in.
Sorry, I did not. Hello. My name
Oh, you
is.
weren't looking in that direction.
I was
Amazing.
trying to
Hi.
see if there was something that we could do to possibly help with this mist escaping the sewers. I'm trying to determine where it came from, but
Yes. of
normally
course,
I'm
of
here up
course.
here looking at the stars. My name is Ramirez Quellings. Rammir Quellings.
Pleased to meet you. I am Operative Maedrick from. Well, technically, I signed up in Ankarel, so technically.
How is Jamil?
Jamil's doing fine. So is his little pet.
Oh yes, keep that thing away from me. I've only met him
Yeah.
once,
It's
but
gone. Yes,
I,
you
I
don't
still
have
he kind of holds up like his arm and his little scratch like a scar.
Ooh. Yeah, well, luckily, no servals involved in this case.
Excellent. So how can I help member of the Ankarel? What
Oh,
are they? Archive.
archive, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we were recruited by the Marquis to investigate the fog as well.
Oh,
Said
excellent.
it came from the sewers, from the steam conducts.
Yes.
Um, what is your relationship to the Marquisate here?
Um,
Since I know we're non-partisan, technically.
Technically we are nonpartisan. And also we have archives in other nations as well. He kind of gives you
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like you catch my drift, from in
Yeah.
the Empire. He says because he doesn't really know you, so he doesn't know what side you would be on Empire wise. He says, but he does give kind of like that impression, like he's being very neutral when he says that.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, um, she is an interesting leader. I believe, in all honesty, she has her hands full with the nobles and the guilds and the pirates and the navy and
Mm-hmm.
working with
Yes,
the other cities in the Concord.
of course. What can you tell me about the Guardians of Below?
The who?
The Guardians of Below.
Is that some sort of adventuring group?
Well, no. See, I've been here in the past.
Yes.
Found a receipt that a family paid to them several
Oh, you must
thousand
have a
gold.
good memory.
That
Well,
comes with the
he did roll a natural 20, so.
comes with the longevity.
Of course, of course. Having a long memory is always a good thing.
Yes.
Um,
Well,
do you remember which part of the archive it was located in? Perhaps we can find it again.
I don't think that's the point here. We have uncovered something down there. You know that the power has, well, been down for a bit now. How
Unfortunately,
long?
I've
How
been
long
quite
has it
chilly.
been?
Several weeks.
You know the source of the power, or is it just?
We were told. I had asked once before. There's several treatises below talking about how Damali is formed, was built upon a geothermic vent.
Okay. Can I check if I trust this person? Like
Make an
from?
inside check. There's a
Yeah.
roll for that.
Yes, I know. That's what I was asking. I'm just like instead of calling the roll.
Okay.
Natural 19 for a dirty 20.
He doesn't know. He's telling the truth.
No, it's more like is he trustworthy?
He is trustworthy. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Okay.
does seem puzzled.
Okay. Well, that's a load of crap. If I yes. We found down there a Marid and his partner. The Marid claims that he was enslaved in Nicodranas and that he was powering the city. That he's been freed and that he's come for his partner who is now enslaved down below. We saw her.
And he looks completely confused. Like this kind of came out of left field. He's
Yes.
so in investigating what was below,
We found this.
you uncovered a conspiracy?
Yes.
How can I help?
We're looking for someone they call the Secret Streams.
He kind of like starts to like follow me, but then he pauses and he said, "How secretive do we need to be? Is this?"
As much as possible, I understand that it's probably a secret of.
The more people we can get looking for information, the faster we can get this done.
I know. I wouldn't probably go below the operative level.
He takes a big breath, and I'd like you to make a persuasion check.
Let's go. 16.
It's good. I love how y'all are like 16. It's not bad. It's like average is like 8 to 12. You know, it's like
Yeah, but
16 is always kind of good. So he says, I have a few people I can trust. Come with me.
And I'm gonna tell him basically what we found down there and the thing about the gears and yada yada as we're going.
I had no idea
because we're looking for that gear to just like try at least to if we can at least stop the machine to get the lady free. She said she was willing to talk.
Do you have any friends who are helping you?
They're I'm just gonna like over the the stairs, just
Yeah,
like
come down to the like over.
you see the bunch over there with the big bald
Yes.
guy and the
Yes,
little
yes.
satyr and the little
Orgoth, you look
lady,
over
in the
and
skimpy outfit. Yes.
yeah, you look over and there are they're like small paintings of the various people who are leaders of the different archives in the world. And you see Ankarel and you see Jamil. It's a fairly recent painting. And you see him with his with oh god, Zephyr, his cat. But you also see several people like painted in the background who worked there, like who were members of the Cobalt Souls. It's like his whole work family. And you see a question among them. You're muted.
He walks up to like, I'll get a better look at the painting, but he's definitely for anybody paying attention who knows, he's looking at question.
Yeah. Laphus, you see this. You see question in the painting.
So, you miss her?
Yeah. Yeah, I screwed that up pretty bad.
First one always hurts the most.
Yeah. Does it stop hurting at some point?
You eventually get over it. You learn from it. I would hope you would learn from it. Some people don't.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I would hope so too, because that sucked. But maybe she's happy now. Maybe she needed to be with someone who was I don't know, had more interests the same and wasn't a dick.
Probably the dick part. I mean, sometimes opposites attract, and you don't know what her whole kink was. Odds are she probably isn't even interested in him sexually. Maybe I don't know.
Well,
am I making this worse for you?
Maybe. I don't know. I've tried not to think about that whole thing, but I mean, I was pretty confused and conflicted and believed a lot of things that I guess maybe aren't true, and I kind of don't know what necessarily is true for some of those things, but now I think I know some things that aren't. So, and I feel really bad that she got caught up in all that.
Yeah, I think at this point Voka like comes up on his other side and he kind of peeks at the painting, like squinting close to it, and he says, was there someone important to you?
Oh, yeah. And he kind of just motions up and points at question.
And you see this tiefling, red-skinned tiefling, big glasses, studious looking, swept back horns, like big wavy hair, red hair.
Like, yeah, she was my first, like love and stuff too.
And he looks conflicted for a second. He looks up at you and says, "Someone important to me once told me that you are made up of everyone you've ever met and anyone you've ever been important to. That experience hurts, but it still made you who you are today, and I, at the very least, like who you are today."
It took some work.
Yeah, and I guess there's still a lot of work to do.
That's life.
But I'm young, right? And I'm gonna learn and get better at all this stuff. Because
You are indeed but a boy. And you say that, and there's this like child next to you.
Yeah, North, you lean over the ledge.
It's these, these people.
Yes. Send for them. They can help us research.
All right, I'm just gonna give a big whistle.
You hear a whistle coming from above you.
Laphus is going to ignore it.
Just gonna wave and give a little come over here motion.
Voka will turn around and be like, "Hello. We're being called to you."
Yeah, Can y'all come over, please?
Yeah. Voka like
Oh.
clap, 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 clap.
And
I think that's us. Because he notices that Laphus doesn't seem to notice. I think North needs us. Needs some help.
Oh. All right, you can go.
Are you gonna stay here?
I like to be fashionably late. Don't worry.
Okay. I won't give away your thing then.
Thanks.
He takes you all, minus Laphus, up to a chamber off of that third floor dome. And there's like a private library. And there's a long table. And just like
I would say like I'm like 30 minutes late. I'm doing that thing where I'm just like looking at my nails, just kind of gazing around. Probably
After,
see like a cup or something on like a table and then just like move it a little off to the side.
After like 15 minutes of like Laphus not showing up, Orgoth kind of goes off to the side and touches the messaging stone or our group chat stone. He's like, just to Laphus, like, hey, how long is fashionable? Because
Oh, fashionable can hold on. Because it needs to be 25?
Yeah, 25 or less.
Fashionable can mean 30 minutes to an hour, maybe longer. And that's all I say.
Oh, okay. So Orgoth goes back and he's just like,
I don't think she's coming.
Oh, she's probably doing something else.
I mean, I'm sure she'll show up eventually, like, 30
What do you think she does
minutes
during
or
all that time
60
that she
minutes or longer?
pants on her own?
Well, she lives a very different existence than we do. So maybe things are just different in a way that we don't understand.
I mean, maybe, but like I respect her need for privacy, but like,
well, I mean, maybe like time is like a different passes differently for Laphus.
maybe.
I'm not sure. She's
I
like
mean,
on
a day's a day for
celestial
me, and I'm
clock.
gonna outlive you for sure. I'm sorry about that. A day still feels like a day.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's just not all that involved in our current little venture we're on.
Yeah, she was not really into it.
Maybe we should just wrap it up real fast then, so we can get back to our other thing.
Yeah, but do you want to do it like fast and like prematurely finish things, or do you want to be like do it long and good?
Okay, look, no one's ever accused me of prematurely finishing anything. Let's just get that out there first.
Orgoth's never
but-
Maybe she
prematurely
was too
finished
polite for
early.
it.
It seems we've hit a nerve.
Maybe she was just being polite about it, Orgoth.
Oh, okay.
At this
What?
moment, Laphus comes in, and just goes, "So what are you guys talking about?"
Nothing.
Shit.
Time. How time passes.
During that 15 minutes, though, did we at least
So
investigate?
at the beginning of the 30 minutes, Ramirez Quellings introduces himself to all of you and says, what's your position north, official position in the Cobalt Soul?
Operative, yes.
Operative Maedrick
Yes.
has brought and there's like 4 people that he's brought in. We need to search for anything having to do with secret springs, is what you said?
Her name's is Secret Streams.
Secret streams.
Or the Guardians of Below.
One of the persons or the guardians below. Is there any other names that you need us to, or any other things you have that we can research?
I mean, we're technically looking for this person because they did say that the gear was being taken there.
What was the name of the
However, and
person?
Again,
Secret.
the name. Yeah, that person, because the name of that dude, it's he's not useful anymore. But anything about, I guess that's the urgent work, but the nitty gritty of it, if you want to uncover
Make
the
a
whole
history.
thing.
Did Laphus? Did you explain? Because the captive said something about who took the gear. Did you tell that to everybody?
Yeah. I
Okay.
basically told him
Yeah,
everything that he
that-
told me.
So
Yeah, that name.
that would have been.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just double checking. I don't have a name confused. Eldrith Apatow was the captive. I'm trying to remember.
Think?
I don't think I ever said the captive's name.
No, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
Eldrith, whatever was the
Eldrith
guy who
Apatow.
was...
Yeah, I just want to make sure you know that name, so you can throw the name
Yeah.
out on the list too. So okay. So this name, Secret Streams and the Guardians of Below, and go.
Yes.
One of the 4 workers says, who's a tabaxi, says, that does sound like a tabaxi name, and it goes off to the rest of the library,
Cool.
and then you have your conversation. And 30. I'd like everybody to make a investigation check as you're reading. Everybody but Laphus.
Investigation.
It's gonna be a 19 for me.
Natural 1 for me.
Okay, 19. Orgoth.
I had 6.
Okay. The entire time while this is going on, Della, the secretary, tries to engage Laphus in conversation. So who are all of you? You're quite an interesting group.
We are a group of people who somehow came together, and we're still together, surprisingly enough.
That's nice that you're a family.
Oh, we're not family.
Oh, I didn't mean that literally. I meant that figuratively.
Oh yeah, no, we're not found family. We're not even friends. I'm pretty sure only one of them, or maybe even 2 of them, think that we're all friends. But
No.
it's more of like, how when you're working with somebody and you're just like, I'll be civil, but outside of work, I don't think I'll ever talk to you.
Yeah, there's this boy who keeps hitting on me, and I keep telling him no, but
Yeah, it's basically like that.
Got it. Got it.
Like if we weren't working together, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be around each other.
I understand. Understand. Uh, the 19. You do find out that the Apatow name is a name of a family of nobles, and they have a building, actually a no a manor house in the Crescents district.
Now, quickly enough, brain. Does the name ring a bell versus the receipt I found?
The name, the Apatow name, or the which name?
The Apatow name.
Um,
Payment receipt from a noble family.
I'm gonna say with that natural 20 um, from earlier, that you're able to find that like you find that name in the books,
Mm-hmm.
and then you find another book with about the Apatow family and their history, and then you find that receipt in the book.
I'm just gonna let Ramirez know, just like, oh, that one's that one.
Okay. So Guardians Below. We still can't find anything about the Guardians of Below. It seems any of our we have a group, an entire section about organizations past and present. And in fact, even and Ramirez says this. I even have I'm a fortune teller. It was my previous life.
Oh.
And I have a section of future tellings. But there's no mention of the Guardians of Below in any of our histories that we, and then Laphus is here now. So,
Okay, well,
would you like to keep searching? You have the they give you the address of the Apatow family estate.
okay.
We can keep looking if you need to.
I mean, we've put you on the road to discovering everything about this conspiracy, so you can keep looking about how
course.
the city's energy workings are organized and everything. I'm sure you're going to find some intricacies, maybe some little things that don't quite add up. But I feel like this one right here, that's kind of urgent, so we might need to go.
Okay, we'll keep looking. One of the four workers, or like researchers, I'll call them researchers. One of the four researchers says, perhaps it's a different language. Perhaps they have a different name in a different language, which means something else. So search all languages, come up with any permutations, and they just get to work looking. So what do you do?
The Marquise probably know. I mean, that's a thing that usually all leaders know, so she might be in cahoots.
They all stop and look at you. She. Are you sure? She's.
No, I'm not, but usually they still have executive power, or someone on the council. I don't know.
I mean, the Marquis could just pass an write an executive order and have us all thrown out of the city. So,
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to.
Let's do it quietly then.
They kind of nod. It's like, we have to strive to remain independent in our researches.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Corruption is corruption.
So what do you do?
We have an address, guys.
Where?
Where is it?
It's in the. I just added you to the. It's in the Crescents.
Okay.
On Roll20, I have sent you to Port Damali map.
Yes.
And boom, 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 boom in the Crescents, and it's on one of the main thoroughfares. Let me find it. It's actually toward like this end, overlooking, has a great view. It's this building right here. It has a great view of the ocean. and you approach. They have a circle drive where carts and carriages can kind of pull up. There's several trees in the front yard. There are 2 guards outside, and it looks like another one who is the there's a stable nearby, and you see one person waiting outside. They look like a stable hand, perhaps waiting for horses to be brought up and
Oh, for
handle
horses to be
horses.
brought up.
Yes.
Hey, Ron, during that time in the library while we were researching and looking at pictures and everything else, could we have got a short rest in, possibly?
Yeah,
that
I'm going
long?
to say yes.
Yeah, that would have
yes.
been nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. You can get a short
That's
rest in.
So
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah, you were there for like more than an hour, so.
Great, that's good. Okay, so 1.
I mean, I'm never going to bring that up ever. So, you know, if you forget to take a short rest, then that's on you. So,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick 1.
the building appears to be a 2-story, this manor house, possibly, you know, enough for like a large family or, you know, 2 rich people, and their son or something like that. But what would you like to do?
Hold
So do we just ask?
You broke up for a second, Voka.
Oh no.
Just say it
we
again.
got you. We got you.
Yeah, we got you now. You're back. You're back. You still there?
What would this show be without technical difficulties?
It was like, I should we just? And it was like, that's all we heard. But
So are we just asking nicely, or?
Let me check. Let me check what would help. Hold on. Let me check. Thing.
are you just kind of standing on the street looking at this house? Like, I mean, there is a little bit of traffic. This is not like a walled off noble like district like the country club. It's sort of like there's like manor houses and things here, and the streets are well maintained, but there is traffic. There is people moving back and forth, and
Oh. There's a thing I could do to ask one of the guards to be let in. But if it fails... Well, on the failure, it doesn't say that he notices anything, so that's good.
so what are you gonna do?
There's a feature that the Swashbuckler has that is called Panache.
Okay.
Basically, as an action, you make a persuasion check contested by creatures inside check. On a success, well, a hostile creature, we're not interested in that, but a non-hostile creature is charmed by you for 1 minute. However, it doesn't say that he notices anything if it fails.
Okay. Usually it will say, like a description will say if they, especially a charm kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I'm going to send you a screenshot of the thing.
Okay. I think what I'll do is that if you do fail in the attempt, he might not notice, but you might need to make a deception roll or something to cover. If you're being suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. That's a thing we can do. If anyone else has any idea. Oh, I forgot to add my bless to all the rolls we did.
Let me.
You've got like
let me
3
check
hours of bless.
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, you got about 3 hours of bless left.
But they're not
from
for skill checks, right? They're for saving throws and attack throws.
whatever a bless
Yeah,
spell
true.
does.
It's not guidance.
Yeah,
True,
it's not
true.
guidance. Guidance,
Not guidance. It's bless.
So,
We
What
actually
kind of
haven't had
check
a
is
roll that's
this?
required it yet.
yeah. I mean, the Marids are basically genies of the sea. So yeah, they're
Chickens of the sea. Or tunas of the land, as Orgoth
Goodness of
says.
the land.
What's your plan?
Wait, I heard Mira say
I
something.
don't know if enhanceability. I don't know if enhanceability only like covers straight checks or if it also covers like.
It's enhanceability is for checks, but it's like you pick which ability you want. So.
Yeah, but well, it's like advantage on intelligence checks. I didn't know if that also like covered like religion checks or like
Mm-mm,
because
I don't think so.
because religion is
Yeah.
intelligence. I didn't know if it was just like straight rolls.
Enhanceability 5e. Da, 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 da.
Well, so you have advantage on ability checks using the ability.
Charisma checks. So basically, that's
Okay, so it does cover your skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a charisma thing, like a skill check, skill check is still a type of check.
mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take one of the griffin feathers out of my bag, and I'm gonna crush it in my little hands, and I'm gonna rub it all over. I'm gonna pat North on the back, and I'm gonna
Rub it all
cast
over.
enhance ability. Which skill check? I'm presuming it's a persuasion or something like that.
Yeah, just
It's
So-
whatever it's based off of.
so
like
charisma.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any charisma.
Charisma.
Okay.
We're gonna do charisma.
Concentration for 1 hour.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Real quick. I forgot to note the name of the guy. I just got Apatow, but what is his first name?
Eldith Apatow.
Eldith. Oh my god.
Yeah. The noble family at Apatow. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just saunter over to these guys.
Okay. The guards see you coming up the driveway.
Yes.
Could we help you?
Yes, hello. I'm here to meet with Mr. Eldeth Patel. I really need to see him. This is an urgent matter.
He isn't he isn't entertaining guests currently.
I'm gonna use my panache to
Okay.
charm them.
Is that it's a saving throw? Okay.
It's versus their insight, my persuasion,
Awesome. Cool. Okay.
which is at advantage. Okay. That would be a 21.
I rolled a 17. Okay, he's charmed.
Yes.
He says,
It will be really quick. I don't mean to bother him.
Are you sure it will be quick? He is quite busy right now.
I'm very certain it's a matter of high importance.
Please follow me. And the other guard is like, dude, you're gonna get fired for this. What are you? He's like, don't worry, she's a friend. And he's like, what? And he escorts you inside.
I'm just gonna look over my shoulder like, holy shit, that worked.
What are the other
I'm
three
gonna
of you
give
doing?
him like 2 thumbs up.
What are the three of you doing?
Looks like
Do you mind-
Orgoth
do you
is
mind
waving
if my-
goodbye.
Do you mind if my friends come along?
Make a persuasion roll at advantage.
25.
He says, what business do they have with Lord Apatow? The young Lord Apatow is what he says.
See, it's a thing. We needed to meet with a common acquaintance.
And he nods and says,
Mhm.
Come on. Perhaps I'll get some sandwiches for all of you while you're here."
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll never turn down free food. Voka walk.
He brings you all into, and the other guard is like, "What the fuck?" The he kind of shakes his head. He takes you into the foyer and into a waiting room off to the side, and you see a very ritzy, like, chandelier with candles. You see fireplaces everywhere, and you see a grand staircase going up to the second floor.
Okay.
I shall send for the master, and
Thank you very much. I'm gonna just like take his hand and just like hold it with a like like that little like gentle shake.
How long's the charm
Thank you
last?
so much. Not long, like 1 minute.
Okay.
So it was.
He rushes and gets the Lord. You hear kind of steps like click off the marble floor, clunk, tunk, 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 coming down, and then off in the kitchen, you hear like somebody like cutting up like bread, and you hear like somebody actually like going to a lot of extremes to make a big sandwich plate for you, all of you. He's just like cutting knives, and you see this.
It fucking worked.
As you're sitting in the waiting room, or standing in the waiting room, this young man, short blonde hair, comes in, green eyes. He's like, "Excuse me, mutual acquaintance. Who are you?"
You don't want to have this conversation in this room. Can we go to your office?
Unless you tell me who you are, you will be going nowhere. I will summon my guards.
They let us in.
He narrows. Who are you?
You want the long answer or the short one?
Suddenly you hear, like in the kitchen, cut away to the kitchen. He's like cutting tomatoes, slice, slice, slice.
And this is a very long minute.
Yeah,
it's a very long minute.
Very long minute. It's
Ron
for
is
drama.
just like, no, he's got to make sandwiches.
He's got to be. He's like cutting away, and he kind of stops. And he goes,
He's hyperfixating.
"Motherfucker! Why did I let them in?"
Oh, I'm so fired. I'm so fired.
And he kind of like starts coming back. He's holding the knife and like, I was making sandwiches. Like what? And he's confused. But what's going back to the waiting room?
Orgoth, the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
He
Orgoth goes over and like
closes the door.
closes the...
Okay,
He's
there's
like,
only
"You just-"
one
'cause
door
there's-
into this.
He's like, you just stay in there, and he just like, because the guard's coming through the. Is it the door I'm closing?
Or are you
the
talking
door
about
into
closing the waiting room door, or are you talking about the waiting room door?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's like the door closes. A couple of minutes later, there's the knock. A couple of seconds later, the Eldith, sorry, he says, "I'll take the long version then. What's going on?"
So, darling, we're aware of what's down in the sewers.
What are you talking about?
You know how clocks work? There's some gears in them.
Make a insight check, everybody.
Insight check. It's not bad. Let's see. Insight plus 8. 22.
10.
10, 22, 10.
That is a dirty 20.
Voka and Laphus, you see him get visibly nervous. And he says, my father and my father's father was a watchmaker. That is true. I am in training to take over the family business eventually.
See, there's a very rare kind of gear that can be found in these sewers. Have you heard of a silver gear that might have been used for a steam-powered contraption?
Lawrence! Lawrence, get in here! And you hear a bam, 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 bam at the door. Orgoth, you holding that door shut?
Oh yeah, I'm keeping the door shut.
Yeah, somebody's trying to break through, and go ahead and make a strength check for me, like an athletics.
Alrighty. That is a 19.
16, and you keep that door shut. Who are you?
Yep.
You're not with
I'm gonna
them.
disguise self as him.
Okay. His eyes get wide.
Yes, Lawrence, oh my god, I'm in danger. Someone's impersonating me.
Make a persuasion roll. Or intimidation.
I think I'll take persuasion.
Okay.
And because of the spell, I'm still at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 19, so it means a 26.
Okay. You see him kind of look around, like confused. He's like, "Who are you? What do you want?"
I want that gear.
Can't
Or
have
I
it.
want to know where
It's
you
gone.
put it.
It's gone.
It's gone. Where is she?
Who?
Your little, maybe tabaxi friend? Secret streams?
Listen, it's just my
I'm
family has
listening.
been a guardian for generations.
Yes.
This is
They don't have to know. I can knock you out.
make a persuasion roll. He actually thinks about that.
Natural 20.
He says, and they won't know.
They won't know.
What are you going to do? The city is dependent upon that. It's the entire city is dependent upon
Slavery.
what? Some magical creature who doesn't even belong here. Some myth. That's all she is.
I saw her. You know I'm not telling a lie.
He kind of like his
You
eyebrows
wouldn't
raise
lie
up.
to yourself.
Hmm. The far end of the. Give me a second. I'm on the wrong map. The far end of the crescents. There is a hidden manor house in the worsted area. It's hidden by magic.
Is there a way to dispel it? Or a password to say?
The password changes every day.
What is it today?
Because of what happened, I am unaware of what today's password is. We've all gone
What?
dark for 7 days until the gears could
Okay.
be reassembled.
Is there
And
another way to reach her then?
the
You must
last
have-
password was Paylor save me.
How honest is he being?
Make an insight check.
Oh, poo poo. I am keeping this dice forever. 17.
17. He's nervous. He doesn't want to die. Orgoth, make another another strength check.
There we go. 26.
Oh yeah. He rolled a 19 and outside he can't get in.
Call him off.
Yeah.
Call him off.
Lawrence, we're fine. Are you sure, my lord? I'm fine. We just had a disagreement. You know how my friends like to roughhouse.
Good boy.
He says, do not let them know about me.
Who?
Good.
Now, do you need some help, or can you just like knock your head on the corner of your desk in your office?
He goes to the desk and tries to bang his head on the door, on like the there's like a
You just need a little bruise. That's gonna be fine.
I'm sorry. I can't believe I betrayed them.
You're good. Life finds a way, honey.
We've been keeping the secret for hundreds of years.
And it was a bad secret to keep.
He looks kind of just mad at himself and disgusted, and sits down at the desk and puts his head in his hands.
Orgoth's gonna walk up behind North and say, isn't he supposed to be like knocked out though?
I think he's gonna be fine, and he can also like pretend to like have been drunk or something. It's on him at this point.
Yeah, he told you that the secret manor house is on the far end, the west end of the crescents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we?
Yes.
And
Lawrence, we're ready to leave.
he opens the
Sandwich.
door, and he's actually got
sandwiches.
I did not. I went back to finish them after I heard him shout. I haven't had a chance to put them together. It's basically
Oh,
like
that's great. No, that's perfect. Thanks.
Charcuterie, amazing.
Voka takes like a fistful of ham.
Laphus just
roast.
kind of looks at all of like the people who are working there and just kind of like just shakes her head a little bit, just walks off while they grab handfuls of bread and cheese and shit.
Yeah, there's like hunks of bread and like
Oh, fancy cheese.
yeah.
I'll never turn down fancy cheese.
And you head off, passing along the prism path that winds through the streets here, the multicolored stones shining. The mist isn't quite as strong up here. In fact, it seems to have been like slowly fading away, as if a certain person hasn't been pumping mist into the streets. And you head to the west end of the crescents.
As soon as we're out of ears, like of eyesight from the guards, like if there's a benchmark or something, I'm just gonna lean like, oh, yuck.
Are
Are you
okay?
all right?
What's wrong?
Don't ever let me do that again.
What you did?
I was
like,
shitting
super
myself
good.
in there.
I think you did
Oh,
great,
yuck.
North. That was amazing.
Oh, it's been a while. Oh, it's been a while. I think I'm rusty.
Oh, you did just fine. Never doubted you for a second, except the point in which I did.
Yeah, it was good.
I was making an escape plan the entire time.
Thanks for the help.
Ah, you're welcome.
You make it to the west end of the crescents, and the buildings out here are more spread out. And you see, actually, let me back up. And you kind of, the whole thing is kind of going up, like in a, you're getting higher and higher up, and the building's getting more spread out. And you see a copse of trees across the street from a crescent statue that is a golden moon in a crescent. Stands about 13 to 14 feet high, shining in the sun that's finally beginning to filter in. What do you do?
It's hidden by magic. I mean, let's just try
Well,
the password first.
I mean,
If it
yeah,
hasn't changed. It's gonna show up.
we can try the password, and then if it doesn't, we can just, I don't know, we could do something.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the
Yeah, this banner saved me.
Somebody
louder and
save me.
with chest, and you like.
The banner saved me.
Where are you doing it, and what are you doing it to?
I like to imagine like talking to a tree, but not the right one.
There's a elderly woman who is on a stroll with a parasol. Kind of walks past, sees you talking to the tree, and is like, Excuse me, miss. Do you need some help?
Oh, Baylor, save me! I need help. Yes.
Oh, Paylor, the sun is out. You should be
Yes.
blessed.
Thank you, ma'am. It's been a rough day.
I'm pleased.
I-
Don't talk to trees. Talk to
No,
trees.
I
It's
know,
quite.
it's-
You seem quite mad.
Yes, well,
What day? No, it's full stop. For one, what's wrong with talking to trees?
She kind of looks over. Excuse me?
There's nothing wrong with you know what? Maybe you're crazy for not talking to trees. Just saying.
some people do talk to trees.
Are-
I think
are
they're
you-
mostly
are you-
druids, though.
Are you one of those wild mother nut eaters? What do they call them?
Are you one of those Loraxes?
Are you religiously profiling me? I mean, yes, I guess I am, but come on.
Are you
I hear that you have the most delicious granola.
Yeah, I guess not all of us. I don't cook.
Isn't the real problem, from what I understand, if the tree talks back? Like talking to a plant to make it grow seems to be something that people do. Like my mother, so first of all, my mama has a lot of time that she would spend, helping plants grow, and she would always sing to them and talk to them. So I don't really think that talking to trees is a bad thing, unless you're saying my mama's bad.
Young man, words are not necessary. Your muscles do the talking for you. They're quite nice. But I'm going to continue and extricate myself from this situation. But he kind of reaches over and feels one of your muscles on your arms. Oh, and then starts walking away.
And for your information, the trees do talk back.
Oh, ma'am, just real quick, have you seen a tabaxi lady in the area? I've been looking.
No, I've not seen any of the cat people. But then you hear a voice behind you from the copse of trees, and you look through, and there's a centaur with his bow raised at you, saying, "That password is old. Who are you?"
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And that's where we're going to stop for the week.
Wahoo!
Yay! Bill,
Holy shit!
Bill, it's good to see you back here. Yes, yay!
Hello, everybody.
Oh, yay! Oh, fun. What?
Are you looking at the chat? Are you looking at the chat right now?
No, what's going on? What's happening?
We got Sleepy Plant Dad in chat saying, a centaur? Just ask him if his mom or dad were the horse.
That one's pretty good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'd give you inspiration if I could.
The weird part is he's a reverse centaur, so he's like a human from the chest down, and then a horse up here holding the bow.
I have one of those in my game.
Amazing.
Amazing.
His name is the hype beast. I love that.
Oh, great game, everyone.
Good game.
Oh.
Good game. Oh my god.
We'll pick it up. I think it's going to be somebody's birthday next week, and if we can, we might do an extra long episode next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe.
my birthday's on
Yeah.
not tomorrow, but next Thursday.
Yay! Awesome. Well, let's go around and do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can find me on the socials at Bill Freakin' Roper. Predominantly YouTube and Twitch. Sometimes somewhere else where they let me talk with a high voice. I don't know what I'm doing. But thank you so much for joining us here on this crazy adventure. And for everybody who watches us live on Twitch while we're streaming or picks us up on your content sharing platform of choice, thank you. Thank you for listening. If you want to give us some like awesome reviews and ratings, we totally appreciate that too. Everything helps as we are on our continuing mission to bring more people into the madness. So join us. Join us here in Exandria. Join us on Severed Studios. Join us on Few and Far Between. Just join us. Be a joiner. Come on. 2025. It's the year of the joiner. Let's go.
Join us.
I
I
don't know.
thought 2025 was year of the Lorax now.
That's
It
right.
is.
Year
Like,
of the
Yeah,
that's my
actually.
last thing on my notes.
Yeah.
Are you one of these Loraxes?
uh, I'm Jaiden. I was playing Laphus, who is completely just over everything now at the moment. It was the sewers, and now we're helping with the gears. It's way too. It's so much.
You all
Why
even
are we
haven't
even
even opened the
here?
portable hole yet.
I'm
it's
so excited to
true.
see what's
That's gonna
in
be our
there.
little treat after that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At this
Surprise!
point,
There's a silver gear.
That would be so fucked up.
dude, I feel like we should now look in that hole just to see if that's the case. I wouldn't put it past Ron. I would not put it past Ron to do that.
If you
shit.
wanted to open it up right now, I will tell you what's in it.
Do you
There's
guys?
a centaur right there.
No, we can't. We just we put
Okay.
them hold up. Actually, we're looking at something.
Hold
No.
up.
But yeah, Discord. I'm playing Marvel Rivals. If you want to play that, I don't care
Oh
if you
yeah,
friend
join
me.
us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't care if you
Marvel
friend
Rivals. Did
me.
you friend me yet?
Oh, did he get it working?
I did.
Fantastic.
He's been playing a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
It's
been
good.
showing off my MVP-ness. Wait, that didn't sound right. I've been doing really well.
I'm gonna put that needs to be on a shirt. Just
I've been showing my MVP. Other
But yeah,
quote of the day.
you can find me over there. It's Foxtrot 14, and the 14 is no Roman numeral numbers. But we can hang out there and murder a couple of things. I'm really good at support. Magneto, the Witch. I'm trying to get better at Hawkeye. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Legend Roguelocke. I've been shitting my pants this entire time. You can find me on not shitting my pants on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Steel Class Vicar, I guess. Yeah, I make a lot of jokes about being from the 51st state, but I'm joking about it so I don't cry. If you're not on Fable yet, you can find me on Fable at, well, Jaime is Ruthless with little sparkles around Ruthless. It's an app for book tracking, and you write your little like reviews and all that on it. I'm in a few book clubs in there, absolutely love it. I think the 2025 is the year where I try to read a lot more because I've been missing that. And honestly, there are some books that are very important right now, like 1984 and Fahrenheit 451. So yeah, if you haven't done a reread of those recently, maybe do.
Voka.
Oh god, sorry. I'm sorry. It's a very spacey day for me today. Hi, I'm Voka. I mean, my name's Mira and I play Voka. And today's been a day. But tell us your Marvel rival main in chat. Mine is Rocket Raccoon. Thank you for coming and having a good time.
Where can we find you, Mira?
Well, most places under Cube Mangoes, kind of on Twitter, but I mostly just shit post. I'm mostly on, my serious work is on Blue Sky and sometimes TikTok, though. That's a bit of a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
I am also on Red Note, but most of my posts there are in Chinese.
You're on Xiahonshu or something. Right?
Xiaohongshu.
Yeah, amazing.
Shout out to my friend who can't listen from China named Anju. I love you. I wait every day to talk to you. Anyway.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on all the socials at Ron88Keys, some format of that. Just put that in, you'll find me. Please follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, here on Twitch at Severed Studios. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links in the show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.